to the show after years-long absence, the Community Affairs Manager at Consumers Energy, Mindy Bradish-Orta. Hi, Mindy.
Hi, Bart. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks.
I think the last time you were with us, it was about the food distribution.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And that was 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be a stranger.
Okay.
Mindy, this was an exciting time of year for you when you were running the chamber, all the awards and, yeah. Do you miss that?
No. I miss the people that I got to spend a lot of time with, you know, being very involved in all things Jackson. I have a broader territory, so I'm still involved, but not to the extent I was. But I still get to sponsor it and attend, and I'm on the board now, so, yeah.
Well, I think you're as involved in the community representing Consumers Energy as you were with the chamber, because the company, well, it's in everything. You guys are part of just about every event and festival that we have in the community. And that has been, I think over the last few years, something that you've increased, particularly your dollars in sponsoring a lot of these organizations and events.
You know, it's hard because we are statewide, so we really do have to take care of our customers everywhere, but I have a special place in my heart for Jackson, and it is our hometown, our headquarters. So yeah, we just sponsored the Chamber's MLK annual celebration and the Jackson College MLK celebration. We'll be at the Chamber's Night of Distinction next week. We'll be part of the new DDA Blizzard Bazaar, I think it's called, happening outside of our headquarters. Ferry Festival, all the DDA summer events, from the cruise-ins and the food trucks to the Back to Bricks is coming back to Jackson after 10 years. The last time Back to Bricks was here, I was at Experience Jackson. So I know the value that that event brings to the community for tourism and for the local community to come out and support that. So that'll be fun. Juneteenth, of course, we'll be at the ORS Oktoberfest run. Pride Festival starts at our headquarters and walks off. So yeah, we know the importance of supporting these local organizations and these events because they bring people together, whether it's around a cause or fundraising or just to build that community support, and that is really important to Consumers Energy.
Yeah, and I think you just said it by saying that your hometown is here, but years ago the company said, well, we have a whole state that we have to serve and take care of, but as you say, it's your home.
Yes, yeah, we are definitely invested in Jackson County.
But there are other communities throughout the state that you support in the foundation, large contributions to specific initiatives all throughout your company's service area.
Yes, absolutely. The foundation annually is open to give out grants. Right now, we have an exciting one called Put Your Town on the Map. The foundation is giving $50,000 dispersed between 3 different communities for activities that support tourism, education, housing, just community pride. So communities that have 10,000 or less residents can apply. Applications are open now. And then at the Small Town Rural Development Conference, I think I have that right, the top finalists will present and then be awarded those dollars, $25,000 to the top, $15,000, and then $10,000. So a lot of money for a small town.
Yeah.
And again, it's a way for Consumers Energy Foundation to show that we care and support endeavors that enhance communities across the state.
Yeah, and I've been to that Rural Development Conference in the past, and it really is an awesome event. Towns in Jackson County that are 10,000 or less, and there are several of you. Take a look at this. You're just as eligible as any other town in the state in that population. Plus, you'll benefit from the Small Town Rural Development Conference, great networking event.
Should I give you my logo? You just did the perfect pitch. Thank you. And you have an email from me, so check your inbox. You have information.
Yeah, check your inbox. Have you been to that conference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it still at the resort?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crystal Mountain.
Crystal Mountain, yeah. Mindy, the last time I was at your office, I was in the parking deck with Garrick Rochow, and we went for a ride in his Ford F-150 Lightning electric truck. And after the ride, I thought, yes, I would like one. But there's a lot of hesitation about electric vehicles.
Yeah, I can attest to that myself. I knew my next car would be an electric vehicle, but quite frankly, I thought it would be 2 to 3 years down the road. And then I totaled my car. So end of last year.
Not on purpose.
No, not on purpose. The deer did it on
sure.
purpose.
Yeah.
So yeah, I jumped into the EV market sooner than I had thought, and I was a little hesitant, but I tell you what, it has been easy and it has been fun. This range anxiety, not an issue. Yes, I do think a little bit more about where I'm going and how much I want to charge the car, but I've saved so much money on gas. There are lots of rebates available from both the government and Consumers Energy. And the cars are just really fun to drive. And they will help me avoid deer in the future.
Really?
So, yeah, it can auto drive and it senses it coming. And
It can see a deer
I'll be
coming?
on, oh yeah, and right on the screen, it'll show a picture of a deer or a
Wow.
dog or a person. But I'll be on a call and it'll beep because I'm driving too close to the edge of the road or something. So it's very safe. It's fun, it's affordable, very affordable. I was surprised. I needed a third row because of shuffling the kids and their friends around, and we were able to get an SUV for a very affordable price. And their chargers are available all over the place. So I actually highly recommend it. And if you're gonna go down that road and you're a Consumers Energy customer, call us or go online. You said start the process. They assign you a person to help walk you through every step of it. It's very easy. And I wasn't a benefit I got because I'm an employee. Everyone gets it. I didn't even know the person I was talking to. But any questions you have about what kind of charger and what kind of car, and they will walk you through all of it.
All right. Well, I think you and Garrick are good examples with that range issue, because I think you both have about the same commute. You both live in the Stockbridge area. So that's, I think for a lot of people, they would think, oh my gosh, that's too far for an electric vehicle.
Yes, and I will drive from Leslie down to Adrian, up to Brighton, back to Jackson. I don't even think about it. I have no problem getting everywhere I need to go in a day.
All right. So there you have it. And does it feel heavy? Because of the batteries, they say they're really heavy.
No,
No.
it doesn't feel heavy at all. It is so fast and so zippy. I actually have it on the really cautious mode. There are 3 modes I can put it on, and I have it on the lowest, slowest mode just because I'm cheap and I want to save on energy. But if I put it into the sport mode, watch out. It's, yeah.
All right, good to know. Last night, the governor announced she wants to have the state provide even more incentives for buying new cars, not just electric, but the electric subsidy would be around $2,500. Plus there's federal, and you, I think, as a company, provide incentives to businesses that go electric, right?
So we have a few different things. As a resident, you can get a $500 rebate, up to $500 for installing a charger at your home, an approved charger, and the list is online. Many, many are approved. As a business, you are able to access a variety of rebates for electrifying your fleet, for installing chargers, different types of chargers, different amounts. Again, it's all online, and a specialist can help a business walk through all of those steps. We're working with Jackson Public Schools on electrifying some buses. So yeah, there's a lot of options out there and a lot of rebates to help companies do it.
All right, last week when it was 20 below wind chill, there were stories coming out of Chicago that there were cars stuck in a car boneyard that their batteries were dead, they couldn't charge them. Is that a concern?
I have not experienced it, knock on wood. I haven't experienced really any negative to the cold. That might reduce the range slightly, but actually I've had absolutely no problems. So you just gotta be smart, just like you would with a normal vehicle.
So right now, if you were to drive around town, you might see a handful of charging stations. Now, anyone that's traveled outside the area, in big metro areas, you see them everywhere. Will we eventually be seeing them everywhere here?
I think we will. Consumers, as well as all of the big 3 automakers, have committed that they will invest in this infrastructure with the government involved. So I think we're just going to see more and more. Yeah. But I don't have to charge here. If you have a charger at home, you don't really charge anywhere else unless you're going on long road trips. I'm actually going out to Maryland, driving myself out there later this year, and the apps tell you exactly where to stop. One stop will be 5 minutes to charge up.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's a fast charger, and it tells you where your estimated battery will be, how long you'll charge there. I mean, I'll be inside getting snacks longer than that, so it won't be a problem.
We've been lucky so far this winter with storms. We've had, some cold weather. The west side of the state, they did have some heavier snow and stronger winds, but no big power outages yet this winter.
Actually, we have done really well with our customers. We have a commitment that we are trying to make less outages for shorter periods of time. So when there is an outage, we want it to be less than 24 hours. We have a ways to go, but our numbers from this last storm are actually really strong because we have doubled down on our tree trimming and our forestry work so that we can prevent a lot of outages. We're investing in new poles and inspecting more lines per year than we've done in any recent past. So trying to make the system more reliable as well as keep costs down. So knock on wood, yeah, even though we've had some storms, our outage numbers are looking pretty good. And of course, we know it's hard whenever anyone is without power, so we do our best to prevent it and to get it back on as soon as possible. And we're making really strong headway.
Well, if you have an electric vehicle, you can go live in your car.
I can, and use it as a generator to charge my house.
There you go, another reason. We've seen the weather get worse. These storms, both summer and winter, have been, you are tracking it. There it really is more severe weather we are getting.
Yeah, and I don't foresee that changing. I think it's only going to get worse and more extreme one way or the other. So we need to be prepared as a company and just as residents.
And the company, to honor that 24-hour thing, you've been strengthening the infrastructure, putting some lines underground.
Yeah, we have a pilot to see if we can turn overhead into underground lines. We're doing that in a couple different areas where they've experienced a lot of outages, and also where we can do it without tearing down a whole bunch of trees. We want to be respectful to the environment. So I have an area that I cover that's experiencing a 2-mile little section to see what it costs, if it works, what it's like. So, that's just one thing we're doing. We're also inspecting more miles per line. We are putting in technology that helps limit the area of an outage as well as tell us exactly where the outage is so we can respond to it faster. We're modernizing the grid. We're also investing in storage so that we can pull some of those assets into the system as needed.
Well, that was my idea. I came up with this idea, and apparently you've stolen it. Where you would be notified if our power went out. You would get a signal that would be sent to the company, and you would see, oh, the power's out at 152 West Michigan. So you are using that system.
Thank you, Bart. I really think we should get you a logo.
No problem. Well, glad to offer that. And you're still with the clean energy by what year?
So by 2025, we want to be coal-free. By 2030, we want to be net neutral for carbon. And then by 2040, if all goes as planned, we will save our customers over $600 million throughout the time span to get there, simply by investing in renewables, by keeping our capital costs down, by making sure that all citizens can afford the electricity that they deserve.
Cool. All right, well, I see you at the Chamber annual meeting next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
You too, Bart.
Community Affairs Manager at Consumers Energy, Mindy Bradish-Orta. A lot more coming up.